So Kyle Tucker, we can include Ryan Press in this conversation, just the anticipation of him playing his first game.
Yeah, I mean, look, when you accomplish what those two guys accomplished in this city and for this organization, this is the welcome they should get. Provided great memories for the fans here and great moments, and help the franchise to just a lot of memorable moments for your fans.
When you think specifically about Kyle Tucker, what can you say about him? We know what he's added to the Cubs team, and then seeing potentially the reception he would get here, because you can really imagine at this time here would be good.
Yeah, well, it's deserved. I mean, I think it's fun to watch players like this. This is why we come to games, to watch players like Kyle against. I'm not really hoping for Josh Hader in the game today, but I mean, I think Astros fans might want that matchup today. Is to see moments like that and see the great players go against each other. And Kyle is one of those guys where it's don't miss the at bat and let's see what happens.
You have other veteran guys of experience winning in there, but what have Press and Tuck kind of brought to this team behind the scenes, kind of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think both guys, they just expect to win, and that's I don't know if that's it's a hard thing to maybe put into words, but there's just that's what they've done, and that expectation kind of just when you do that and you live that for 5-6 years in a row, it becomes part of you. And look, everybody's a competitor no matter what organization you're in and things like that. But there's just that expectation, and when those moments come up, you expect to get the job done. It's not hope; it's an expectation.
Given they're missing a lot of key guys, what's your impression of the Astros, what they've done this season, when maybe people would think because they lost guys they would perform so far?
Well, their pitching staff is very, very, very good. I mean, this is one of the best. The results, their bullpen's been exceptional, and they're just pitched really well. It's hard to score runs against them. There's run prevention, there's run scoring, and they prevent runs really, really well.
You got guys coming over new from another organization. Do you kind of just let them do their thing and to get acclimated to the way you want them to play, or do you have to say things to them on what the expectation is and that?
Well, I mean, it's that. I think, look, when you've done what these two players have done, that there's they know the right things to do, and they're going to do the right things. What we do kind of as part of the daily meetings and things like that of what's important and things, and how we're going to try to play in some areas and some strategic things. But guys that have played in the league for a long time, they're teaching us new and better ways to do things, and I think that's what you see from Kyle and Press.
What about Cam Smith? Seeing him play, has anything he's done impressed you, or
I've never seen him play.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, a little video, but that's shook his hand in Chicago last year. That's about it.
What has impressed you most about the transition for both guys and what they've brought to the team? I think just Kyle, the impact that he's not the most outspoken guy, but the way he goes about his business, and then Presley, even a veteran guy, the way he kind of continues to reinvent himself, and almost just that competitor in him, doesn't allow much failure.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about from Ryan's perspective is that he, the thing that has been so fun to watch with him is that he started out as a closer, and we made a change at that position, really after one outing, essentially, or a outing, and he has taken that feedback and not. It's like you get hit and you don't stay down, and I think that's what Ryan brings to the table is that he's going to come back fighting, and he's going to come back and do his job, and he knows that the team is counting on him, and he values that part of being a Major League Baseball player, the teammate bond and the teammate relationship, very intensely, and it's part of what makes him a really, really good player and a great teammate. From Tuck's perspective, look, he's a quiet guy off the field. He loves being in the clubhouse with his teammates. He doesn't like talking to you guys. Sorry if I'm breaking news there. Not that he doesn't like it. He just doesn't enjoy it, right? It doesn't fill him up in any way, right? And I think this team, and I think Houston, the Astros did a really job of letting him be himself. And I think we try to let all our guys do that within the context of who we are as a group. But I think this group understands who Kyle is, and that's how we help each other. We help each other with what we like and what we don't like, and our strengths and our weaknesses. And I think his teammates recognize that because in the clubhouse he's really talkative. But in this setting it's not his favorite setting. So I think our team tries to circle the wagons around that and help him as much as he can.
I think you guys have that mix of the quiet leaders versus the vocal leaders inside.
Yeah, I mean it's just who your group is, man. It's this is who your group is, and you try to put the best. You mix them everybody up together, and you hope it tastes good. You hope the soup tastes good. You know what I mean? That's how it is, right? And then we have to add in a little ingredients there. Then that's kind of think what coaching does, and kind of when player leadership does is recognize when you need a little more in some specific area.